Well, when is a plan not a plan? Well, when you're a politician, it's right about that time you're expected to deliver on an election promise, it seems. These families were told when they moved here they'd have a brand new high school, but it's absent, and the note is full of excuses.
Another broken promise from the state government.
A waste of land.
They call the education state home, yet these families are desperate for a high school.
It's really disheartening, it's really frustrating.
There's even a bus stop ready and waiting out the front. It seems everyone's on board for Geelong's Mount Dunedin High School to be built on Victoria's southwest coast. Everyone but the Victorian state government.
There is simply not enough capacity in the current public school system in those two suburbs.
In November 2022, Victoria was in state election mode, and the local Labor member here was campaigning for this, saying only Labor will deliver a secondary school for Mount Dunedin. Well, where is it?
A lot of the families in the area moved in thinking that there was going to be a high school down the road. We've got a great primary school, there's a fabulous community. The kids are having to leave the community to go off to school.
Erin is one fed-up mum. There's a whole group of them lobbying for the school to be built.
What a waste of space, and how great it would be to have the high school right at the back of the primary school.
Sharon Vesey started a petition in the hopes the school might be open in time for her 6-year-old son.
Put their money where their mouth is.
Her housing estates even engaged a research company to prepare a needs assessment for the school.
We shouldn't have to pay for a needs assessment. One of the statistics thrown around was that the school wouldn't be required until there was, I think it was 125 students graduating from the local primary school, and we have well exceeded that.
The area is well serviced by primary schools. 2 more are currently under construction. Mum of 2, Justine Rice, says that's because they're all bursting at the seams.
They have to alternate what days they play on different play equipment because they can't all play on the same play equipment on the same days because there's too many of them. These kids need a high school. Where are they supposed to go?
Why did you move here?
Knowing the schools were going to be built was part of our reason for building here.
But more than a decade on, and the wait continues as the government announces schools galore for a new mega suburb in Melbourne's outer north.
This PSP includes 8 schools, 5 government schools, 3 independent schools.
What I'd say to that community is don't hold your breath.
It shouldn't have had to have come to this.
Mum of 2, Kylie Shoesmith.
We were promised the Commonwealth Games when I first bought here, that they were going to build this brilliant Blackpool. Nothing. And we were promised a high school. We've got neither.
So the Athletes Village for the Commonwealth Games is just down the road where that was going to be built. That is now going to be social housing, so another 400 houses, which again is going to put more pressure on the community.
The 8-hectare block of land is costing developers Villawood Properties a reported $80,000 a year in land tax. They've had to hold on to it for the earmarked school since 2012.
I'm sure if they were allowed to, they would sell it 10 times over.
The land hasn't even been bought.
But have locals been blindsided by the big sign? The state government clarifying what it promised wasn't a school, but a plan for a school, pledging $1 million in the 2022-23 state budget towards a feasibility study. But 3 years on, Geelong Mayor Stretch Contell asks,
Well, where is that $1 million business case? We've not seen it, so we've called on it to be released, and to this day it's not been released. So I ask why.
In a statement, a Victorian government spokesperson told ACurrentAffair, "We promise to deliver a plan for a future secondary college, and that's what we've delivered, backed by $1 million. This planning work is currently underway."
Look, I'm concerned that all the funds in the budget are going to the suburban rail loop, to the big build projects, and the regions such as Geelong are going to miss out. That's my real concern, that this school will never come, that they've run out of money.
These kids need a high school. Where are they supposed to go?
Yeah, and I'd be mightily peeved too. And how's that government line? We didn't promise a school, we promised a plan for a school. Give us a break.